The term food desert is used to describe a place in which there is an inadequate access to supermarket stores which sell healthy food options. Instead, there are numerous unhealthy takeaway options in close proximity. Statistically, the Hills District does not fall into the category of a food desert, but with the region ever growing and new housing developments being built further out into what used to be farmland, these communities may be isolated and limited in their choices of fresh food as local shopping centres have not yet been built. For the local community in the Hills District, there is a need for a place where the local population can be provided with access to fresh and clean produce. The solution, Hills Farmers Market. This concept will allow residents from all backgrounds to gather and produce fresh, locally grown produce. Unlike current farmers markets in the Hills District, this concept would be a fresh produce market only, with produce including fresh fruit and vegetables, eggs, and meats specifically produced by local growers. Currently, the markets in the Hills District combine both fresh produce and a variety of other items produced by members of the community such as clothing and handicrafts, and other non-food items. These markets are often seen as trendy, and products and produce from these markets can become expensive due to their heightened popularity. This is negated to the original concept of what a farmer's market is all about, and that is to provide fresh, locally grown produce by supporting the local community and in turn supporting local growers. The Hills Farmers Market would support the community of growers in the Hills District. The farmers markets would primarily be managed by the growers and farmers themselves, so they have the maximum input into the program, with minimal input from local and other government organisations. Castle Hill Farmers and Fine Food Market and Rouse Hill Organic Food and Farmers Market are two successful markets within the Hills District. Castle Hill Farmers and Fine Food Market is held twice a month and is operated by the Hawkesbury Harvest. This farmers market features produce from the local Hawkesbury region. A variety of fresh fruit and vegetables is available, from fresh orchard seasonal produce, free-range grass-fed meats, to native foods and spices such as macadamia nuts. These markets endorse the values of fresh food and local food production whilst prompting local business. The Rouse Hill Organic Food and Farmers Market are held once a month and is in partnership with the Rouse Hill Town Centre and Organic Food Markets. Organic fresh fruit and vegetables, as well as free-range meat and eggs, just to name a few, are available to purchase at these markets. Originally, only certified organic foods were sold, but due to the increase in public interest, they have expanded to include the farmers markets. These farmers markets differ from other marketplaces as they are fresh food and value-added market. Value-added products are defined as followed: a change in the physical state or form of the product. For example, milling wheat into flour or making strawberries into jam, just to name a few. During the 1800s, the Hills region became filled with markets and gardens and orchards. These supplied Sydney with the majority of its fresh fruit and vegetables. As Sydney grew, the orchards and market gardens disappeared, being replaced by housing and commercial businesses. Farmers markets would benefit the local consumer in many ways, including the opportunity to purchase fresh hand-picked seasonal produce, easy access to affordable produce, a reduction in the distance and time travelled by food products between production and consumption, in turn reducing the carbon footprint, the educational aspect, which is learning from the producer how the produce is grown and how the produce may be cooked or eaten, enhanced nutritional intake, choice of different varieties of produce they might not ordinarily choose, and the renew of community spirit. For the producer, the benefits include supporting sustainable agricultural practices, increasing their capital income, allowing for uncommon food varieties to be sold and displayed, and allowing for direct feedback from the consumer. Farmers markets have the potential to offer affordable food alternatives and can be effective in reaching low-income communities where fresh fruit and vegetables are not readily available or affordable. It is imperative for the organisers of such markets to be aware of their community's consumer knowledge of food and needs, time available for food and shopping, and the consumer's financial capacity. These are all issues which could potentially create a barrier between the consumer and the producer if they are not taken into consideration. For example, a night market may be more suitable for the community as residents may be more inclined to shop at night due to their other commitments. When establishing a farmers market in a food desert, location is vital. This market needs to be situated in a central location to enable easy access. There are relatively low startup costs involved. In these areas, farmers markets have the potential to build and strengthen a community. They offer a great opportunity for interaction between consumers and producers. There is a great opportunity for knowledge to be passed among the community, as consumers can ask questions and give feedback direct to the producer and gain knowledge regarding the foods available. By providing a calendar of events, specifically listing national, local, and regional events and holidays and the seasons, this could be linked to the seasonal fruits and vegetables, further encouraging local community to purchase and consume these foods. The solution of the farmers market has the potential to expand throughout the state and Australia-wide. By supporting local growers, we're in turn supporting our local community and environment by providing access to fresh, healthy, and affordable food, which in turn reduces many health risks associated with poor diet, increases community spirit, and reduces food miles, which is great news for the environment. Hills Farmers Markets, supporting the local community and local farmers.